Back with another video, another tasting session. I haven't been opening a lot of tobacco tins recently because I have, I think in bourbon it's called basically like an infinity bottle or something like that. So I have like an infinity jar, scrap jar. A lot of people have that, where sort of the scraps of old tins I've been throwing for the last few years. And I haven't opened a lot of tins recently because I've been smoking that. It's pretty good. Um, and so I just haven't really felt the need to open a lot of new tins. This tin I opened about a month or so ago, a month and a half ago. I've smoked it before, and I really like it. I don't know. It's probably not in my top five, but it's really good. And that is Astleys number 109. And this tin is from, I bought it in August of 2021. So when I opened it, it probably had 2.5 to 3 years on it. Um, can be a little hard. Can be hard to get here and there. It's not generally available all the time everywhere. But if you're patient and you look enough, you can find some tins. I'm smoking my little Jeremiah Sandal. Basically like a strawberry shape is kind of what I think it is. It's been a really really nice pipe. Um, really haven't had any complaints about the pipe at all. But yeah, anyway, Astley's 109. Um, Astley's was a company I think that came out of like basically I think like London essentially. Now it's manufactured by Kohlhaas and Kopp, so in Germany, and I it says on the back medium flake, and then uh, and then it says extraordinary flakes of dark Virginia. So um, it could be confusing. I think medium flake. I'm assuming they mean like medium bodied, um, but it is fairly dark. Even only being in the tin for a um, couple years, but yeah, it's fairly dark. There's some slightly lighter pieces and some darker pieces. Just that really nice, sweet, bready, grassy smell. And there's like less than a half a tin in here, or sorry, less than half of a bowl in here. It's just the scraps. So this is going in the infinity jar as soon as I'm finished with the video. So um, like a little bit of like a sour tang, not necessarily like a vinegar, but also not like a lemony sour. It's just sort of like a sourdough bread, but there's that sweetness on there too. It's a pure Virginia, at least that's what they claim, and it's really good stuff. It's worth it, I think, if you like Virginias and haven't had it. It's worth it to try to keep an eye out for it, to hunt for it a little bit. Um, they're nice flakes, easily can fold and stuff, easily can rub out, easily. I mean, you can pretty much do any preparation method you prefer with flakes with this one. Um, And it just has that classic Virginia flavor. Not like a light Virginia, just like that really nice bready flavor. And I tend to get a little bit of peppery, a little bit of like a herbal note, and a little bit of like a pepper note on this as well. Makes you kind of feel like there's a little perique in it. Maybe there is, and they just don't state that there is. Um, Maybe there isn't. I have noticed sometimes a little bit darker Virginias. I feel like can kind of give a little bit of a peppery note, sort of on the exhale or on the retrohale. So if you're letting it kind of go through your nose and your whole palate, you can kind of get a little bit of a pepper tingle. But yeah, man, just like a super solid Virginia. Um, got some good dark sweetness, um, some nice bready notes, some nice grassy notes, like a little bit of like a little bit of like a sourness, like a lemony sour, like just a tiny hint. Um, so for me, super complex for a straight Virginia. Yeah, just really good stuff. Really good stuff. This is something that I can smoke all year. It's light enough to be able to smoke in the summertime, but it's also dark and rich enough to smoke like on a rainy night, like tonight. Like tonight's a rainy night. Um, it's just like a really solid blend. Um, it behaves pretty well in the pipe. This pipe isn't fully broken in yet. This pipe's probably got 20, 30 smokes on it, so it's still trying to come into its own. Um, but on pipes that I have that are well broken in, that have a decent cake buildup, it's it just it's really well behaved. Doesn't get overly hot as long as as long as you're paying attention to it. Um, it's just good stuff. Um, I've had Astleys number 44 as well. Um, I don't know. I can't remember if I smoked that before starting the YouTube channel or not. It may be on the YouTube channel. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. Um, I think I think from what I remember, I kind of prefer the 109. Um, the 44 was good, but it got a little steamy if I remember right. Kind of a little steamy, a little hot. It's just like darker. It's even darker Virginia. Um, Still really good. But for my, if I had to pick between the two, I think I'm picking 109. I'd really like to be able to try some other Astley's stuff, but like I said, it can be a little bit difficult to get sometimes, and I don't know if that's a production thing. I don't know if that's a supply of tobacco leaf to produce their blends. I don't know if that's importing, distribution, what it is. I haven't done that kind of research on it to see what the deal is there. But like I said, if you kind of pay attention and you look you know, decent enough times. You know, if you're a couple few times a month, if you're looking, I feel like, you know, between all the sites, you should be able to find something at some point. It's not like an like esoterica where you can literally look, um, you know, for years and possibly not find any. At least that's what it seems like sometimes. Is that, you know, you with esoterica, it just seems like you can. It doesn't seem like it matters. You could be on the sites every single day, all day long, and for whatever reason, it doesn't seem like um, you get lucky very often. But I was kind of trying to, I was kind of trying to like compare this to something, and I was having struggle. I was having a bit of a struggle doing that. Um, Maybe someone in the comments could make a comparison that's better than mine. I think for me, the closest thing I could get that I've had is like the deluxe navy rolls. I feel like they're fairly similar. The deluxe navy rolls to me is a little bit lighter, a little bit brighter, a little bit sweeter, and you know this is like a little bit like a darker. I don't know about more complex, but just like a little bit darker, just different, sort of different avenue, different road. Um, but really nice stuff. Really nice stuff. So I should be opening a couple more tins here in the next couple days, which means probably in the next few weeks there'll be some more tasting sessions. I do have, I think, one or two tins over there that I opened a few weeks ago. That one of them not a huge fan of. The other one, meh. Also not a huge fan of, but not terrible. I mean, neither one of them are terrible. They're just not really. Eh. They're, I don't know. They're just not really singing to me too much. So that might be another reason why I dipped into the infinity jar, because you know I didn't really have anything that was besides this open that was like really kind of talking to me in any kind of outstanding fashion. So this tin's gone, so I'll be smoking those and I'll be doing tasting sessions on those. Not really sure where we're at sub count wise on the channel. I think the last time I checked it was somewhere over 900, but not quite over 1,000. So that's pretty crazy. I mean, eventually, I feel like maybe we'll get to 1,000. Maybe we won't. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I guess whether we get to 1,000 or not, or you know, the channel gets to 1,000 or not. I just appreciate everyone being here and watching the videos and listening to what I have to say and engaging in the comments. You know, 99.9% of people in the comments have had something constructive to say, whether or not it's something I agree with or maybe they're disagreeing with something I said. I don't know. Generally, it's constructive. Every once in a while, it's not, and that's fine. I mean, I don't, you know, it is what it is. When I film a video and post it on the internet, I can't really let my feelings get in the way, I guess, which I don't really have a lot of feelings anyway. But yeah, so like I said, appreciate everyone leaving comments. Appreciate the likes on the videos. It's really nice to be able to know that there's people getting something out of it. There's maybe you're learning something. I've had a lot of really nice comments on how I pack my pipe packing, my pipe filling video, and my pipe lighting video. There's been a lot of really nice feedback on that. So I really feel like that people are, you know, actually getting something from this, which is really nice. And you know, there's been, you know, the Stanwell video I did quite a while ago. That was a lot of fun doing a lot of the research for that and talking about that. You know, I love Stanwell's, and there's been a lot of people, a lot of positive feedback on that as well. So I really do appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching the video. If you're a Virginia guy and you haven't tried Astleys number 109, I highly recommend giving it a shot. I don't think, if you're a Virginia guy, I don't think you're going to hate it. I think, you know, at minimum, you're going to say, decent, or you're going to love it. And if you're a guy that's not really ever done a lot of Virginias or done a lot of flakes, maybe you're kind of new, you're starting out, I think this is a really nice Virginia flake to start with if you can find a couple tins. I think the flavors are really interesting. I think the notes are really interesting, and I think there's sort of a lot of things going on there, and it doesn't, you know, it's not, to me, it's not a bitey Virginia. It's not, I know I haven't really been bitten by it too much, so as long as you're paying attention to it and you're smoking slow, you should be good. So give it a shot. Other than that, I don't think I really have anything else to say, and if I did, it would be a ramble. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you on the next one. Adios.